Hey, how's it going, everybody? So this is the first Akkorog. I guess that's how you say that. That I've seen on defense. I have some thoughts about this hero that I think I'll just roll all into this video. We'll look at how he performs on defense, and I'll let you know what I think about him and what sort of purpose I think he has. This seems like one of the heroes from this new Season 4 release that people are still unsure of, so hopefully I can shed some light on that. So, looking at the stats, quite good. I don't know where exactly they can land, but I think the Ranger class is one of the ones with the most attack nodes, if I'm remembering correctly. So, he's got this Underwild family bonus, which is to spawn one of these gems. Passive skill, which is increased damage, which is one of the better passives in my opinion. The first time he casts, additional 30%. I can't remember which other Season 4 video I mentioned this in, but I don't know where that 30% falls in the damage calculation. And the damage calculation is a semi-complex function, so depending on where you put things in there, their effect can be larger or smaller. And the best example is how Glenda's special skill buff has less of an impact on damage than a standard attack buff does, and that's just because of where it falls in the damage calculation. And I think this will be the same because it is specifically special skill damage. So you'd probably, I don't know, maybe this is equivalent to like a 20% attack buff or something like that. Still a nice passive bonus. So looking at the special skill, rearranges the enemy positions randomly and then deals 280 to the target and nearby. So 280 is quite good for a fast hit 3 hero. That is among the top. And with these powerful new stats for Season 4 heroes, that's a good amount of damage. The downside, which we'll look at in this match, I don't know if I'll be able to replicate exactly what I'm going to talk about, but the downside is he rearranges first. So if there's a gap in the enemy formation, then there's a decent chance that no matter what target you pick, he might only hit 2. Or even 1. So there was, I can't remember where I saw this, if I watched another video. I can't remember, but I am aware of the possibility that if there are 4 heroes on defense, there's 1 gap. Doesn't matter who you target, it's possible to have, tank position, a flank, and a wing on one side, and then a wing on the other side. And then, the left or right flank, there being a gap, and it's possible he only hits the isolated hero on the wing. So that's with still 80% of the heroes left in the battle, he has a chance to only hit 1. So that's pretty disappointing. We'll take a look at how much that hit is in a second. But I think what his best purpose is, which doesn't apply to a ton of people, I don't think, is for event teams. And I have this hero and I have him at 370, and I used him along with Norns at 370, who I think also hits for 280, but at average speed. I used the 2 of them on part of my mono yellow Ninja Tower team, just because they're good options for that. So I don't think I'll ever ascend him. I wouldn't have chosen him if I had had the choice, but he serves that role decently well, and I think that's kind of what his specialty is. There are other heroes in this category, like White Rabbit, I think also hits for 280. So he's not a must-have, but he does give a slight advantage because of the passive skill and his higher stats, but one of the less desirable heroes, in my opinion. So let's use my usual team, and let's take a look at what sort of damage he is capable of. As I've mentioned at other times, what hero you choose to ascend should always be dependent on what your options are. And so if you happen to get this hero, I never want anyone to feel bad about a legendary hero that they did happen to get. So it really depends on what you have. There's plenty of chances, or plenty of times, I guess I would say, that he can hit 3 people, and he does hit quite hard, and his stats are really good. So if he's what you have and you've got plenty of darts, or you don't want to wait, or you have waited for a long time and you really want to ascend a new hero, then I'd say go for it. But just know that, oops, should have used Garnet. Got distracted talking. Just know that he does have some weaknesses, and then you can make your decision based on an understanding of what those weaknesses are. We're sort of in trouble here, but I played that pretty poorly because now I have defense down on me. I want to see what his hit is without defense down, so hopefully we don't set him off. Nope, still there. I thought Frigg was only for 3 turns. It is 3 turns. Guess I've been miscounting. Okay, so this is going to be pretty devastating, actually. Not that bad, actually. He has a really funny animation. Another thing to keep in mind is that his animation is actually really slow, because he first moves the positions around, and like the whole process, all in all, can take quite a while. Okay, so we definitely lost this one, so let's come back again here. Again, if I had not made that error with Garnet, then we wouldn't have had defense down, and that could have turned out very differently, as is typically the case for this team, and much better board this time. So we'll work this side. Let's get another hit. I like to show what sort of damage can be expected on defense. I think it's helpful to characterize what you can look for, or what you can expect. It's hard to know what 280 at a certain attack stat is going to look like. So on that last one, it was about 500 per on defense. He's not fully emblemed. Didn't see what the troops are, but 1042 is a pretty respectable attack stat. Obviously, Cobalt's going to be very high because he's just built like a glass cannon. So we're not going to use Black Knight because I don't want to block. We're not going to use, well, we're not going to use anyone, I guess, because because the Vanaheim realm. Alrighty. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this hero, and I'm curious also what you think about the rearranges enemies. If you see that as a beneficial thing, if it just seems random and pointless. It sort of seems random and pointless to me. I can't think of a context where that would be good. I guess it can help because it's random. So like maybe Riposte is one where you can move some Riposte heroes out of the center, but it's totally random and you're still going to take the special skill damage from that Riposte. So he was a late addition, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so it's pretty good damage, gotta say. But yeah, I think he was a late addition to Season 4, was not initially part of the beta, and then maybe they were like, uh-oh, people aren't responding well to these heroes, which is how I felt. And then they're like, oh, we got to find some others. So yeah, I'm not going to rematch again. I feel like I've seen enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't ever claim to know all the answers. I do think I have an analytical and I guess that's the right word, an analytical mind for looking at some of these things and drawing unique conclusions, and that's part of what I enjoy sharing with you guys here. But I don't claim to know everything. If you think I'm missing something about what he does, please share that in the comments down below, both for my benefit and for the benefit of other people watching the video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, leave a like. It really helps out. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.